Chad here with the Curious View YouTube channel, and I am in the middle of the snowy range of the Medicine Bow Mountains in Wyoming, and I'm battling the elements and hiking some of the most rugged terrain in Wyoming. I'm camping in a snow survey shelter cabin and avoiding animals, bears, and moose, and having a great time. Come join me, it's going to be a great video. Welcome to the cabin, guys. This cabin was built in 1944 and was used by snow surveyors as a winter shelter up here in the mountains. Right now we are here in the Medicine Bow Mountains in the snowy range, and we're a little over 10,000 feet in elevation. It's about 16 degrees Fahrenheit outside, and it's probably going to get down to around 0 degrees Fahrenheit tonight. Let's get this propane stove turned on. Hopefully it works, and see if we can get a little bit warmed up. Let's see. Instructions manual plus snow survey cabin history. All right. Lighting the gas pilots. Make sure the red lever behind the heater is on or parallel with the pipe. Parallel. There we go. And the gas control knob counterclockwise to ignite. Depress the pilot and light. There we go. Let's get the furnace lit, so we're hopefully not gonna freeze tonight. So it's gonna get really cold. It's gonna be around 0 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's good. We don't have to worry about freezing. I'm going to make some queso fundido, chorizo queso fundido. Go in here also. Just a little bit. Just gonna warm up the tortilla just a little bit. Oh yeah. It's amazing. All it is just melted queso and chorizo and just cook it up in the pot. Warm up the tortillas just a little bit. That's it. So good. You know, I think I want some hot chocolate, so I'm gonna boil up some water, try to conserve the stuff that we have. Get some fresh snow. Oh, that's perfect. All right, guys, I got the bed all made, and it's been a long day. It was a long drive, and I'm tired. I've got the bear spray with me in case any of the bears come knocking at the doors. We got it all locked up. But you never know out here. I'm gonna get some rest, and I'll see you all in the morning. Good morning. I think I have a little bit of elevation sickness today because I am just not feeling it. I got up to go to the bathroom and then went back to bed. I think I slept for like another hour. It's so warm in here, it's hard to get up. But I've got a lot of things I want to do today. I want to go climb to the top of this mountain up here. If it's accessible, I need to get going. I'm going to make some steel cut oats. We're going to have some real oatmeal. Mix in some butter and some brown sugar. I'm not sure what's better than steel cut oats, butter, and brown sugar way out in the mountains camping. This is really good. A little history about the snow survey program and the snow survey cabin. In the mid-1930s, the Soil Conservation Services began a snow survey program in the western United States. Specific areas called snow courses were chosen to be measured. These areas were usually watersheds of primary interest for purposes such as irrigation, hydroelectric power, or flood prediction. The measurements were used to provide a forecast of the amount of water or snow melt that would be available for use in the valleys below. Small cabins were constructed to provide warmth and shelter for the snow surveyors. The cabins were often constructed with a small snow door high in the gable to provide an entry when the snow was deep. And this is the upper entry door because in the wintertime, after full winter, this door entrance here is going to be completely snowed in. The access would be actually from upstairs. All this is covered in snow. You would just walk right in and that would be your entrance to climb up there. And that's how they would get into the snow survey cabin, through this. It looks like kind of like an attic door. Oh, it's good to have hot food in me. There's an outhouse, but it was locked, and I found the keys. They keep the outhouse locked so the bears don't steal the toilet paper. I just hiked up this trail that goes up to the Snowy Range lakes. I was here a couple weeks ago, and the lakes were just getting a little bit of snow, but as you can see here, they're actually starting to ice over. Yeah, we got a big dump of snow last night. These are the Medicine Bow Mountains, and this is the Snowy Range. It gets its name from these white quartzite rocks that are all over the place. And of course, the mountain range is basically covered in snow almost all year round. There's maybe only a month or so when there's not much snow on the tops of the rocky peaks up here. When I left the Jeep, it said it was 1 degree. We'd gone up several hundred feet in elevation, and the tops of these peaks up here are somewhere around 12,000 feet. We were staying a little over 10,000 feet at the snow survey shelter cabin. There's a little chipmunk right in here. There he goes. This wind is getting a little crazy. It looks like there might be a storm that's brewing. I have to be careful how long I stay out here and how far I get back into these mountains. So I definitely don't want to get stranded out here. And I'm actually getting hungry. I need to find a place to make some lunch. I need to find a place so that I can cook some lunch. It's kind of protected from this wind, but I won't have a boulder that rolls down on top of me. I'm gonna give this spot a try and see if we can make this work. I've got the little badger with me, just in case we see any small game. I'd love to run into maybe a snowshoe hare or a grouse and cook up one of those. All right, I brought some bratwurst and I put some snow in this little pan here, melting it up, and then we're gonna boil the water. Just kind of plump up the brats a little bit. That's gonna be our lunch. This is a MSR stove. It's a mountaineering stove, and it works with white gas, which is a lot more functional in the cold weather. It also uses unleaded fuel and kerosene. Got a little mustard. Oh yeah. Oh, that is good. These little stoves actually keep me warm too. This little hike and lunch under a rock. It's a pretty cool looking mountain. Not a bad day. I'm just gonna make some herbal tea real quick before I start to head back, because I've been sitting around a little bit too long and it's starting to get cold. Warm this up real quick and get it in my body, and then start to make my way back. Definitely don't want to get stranded out here in any kind of storm or past dark. All these boulders out here are extremely dangerous. You just don't know what's underneath of them. That's why I have the walking sticks, so I can kind of poke around and feel before I take a step. Put a little snow in there to cool it down. It's piping hot. Still a little hot. There we go. There we go, that's perfect. Well, that'll get me warmed up before we head on back. This has been a beautiful hike and a great lunch. All right, guys, time to head back to the Jeep and go back to the cabin. These look like rabbit tracks. They go into this little bush right here. There's this trail that goes up over there, over those rocks, into that little tree right there. Oh, lucky for him. Yeah, there he goes. And then it goes all the way up into the trees. I wouldn't mind cooking a rabbit for dinner. Let's see if we get lucky. But since I am out here all by my lonesome, and it's inherently dangerous to be out here solo hiking, especially out here in this kind of terrain, in this kind of weather, I do have my Zoleo satellite communicator. It's on the top of my backpack, and basically it broadcasts a signal to my wife, so she knows my exact location or my last location, and it sends a signal every 30 minutes or 1 hour, so she knows. She always knows where I am. Okay guys, we're back at the cabin. Yeah, it's snowing a little bit, so don't want to get stuck up there on the mountain with a storm like that coming through. If you guys want to know more about this cabin, the snow survey cabin in the snowy range of the Medicine Bow Mountains, I'll put a link in the video description below and you all can read more about it. I've got these bacon wrapped filet mignons. Well, not bacon wrapped anymore. I'm gonna cook up these two fillets. I don't normally get elevation sickness, but I've got it pretty good this time around. I've got it all. I've got fatigue, headaches, nausea, lightheadedness. So just gonna sit by the fire, cook up these fillets, and relax and put the camera down for the rest of the night. I'm gonna wrap up this video. I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed making it and filming it. If you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe. We're putting videos out about once a week or so. And thanks for watching the Curious Vita. Thanks for watching, guys. See you on the next video. Hey guys, I just packed up to leave. I just wanted to show you how cold it got tonight. -6 degrees Fahrenheit. That's pretty cold for October. See you guys on the next one.